Welcome to the Daily Dose presented by ProphetX. It's Friday. My God, it's Friday. We finally made it. It's a great day to be alive. I was going through and looking at yesterday's show. We almost swept. We were 2-1, so hit 2 out of 3. Almost swept. Eckler tore his Achilles, so he didn't get that third reception. But to be honest with you, I don't think he was – I don't know if he was ever going to get it. I mean, he obviously couldn't get it once he tore his Achilles. But at the same time, he caught 2 passes on the first drive and never caught another one, which that stunk. But, yeah, he was the only one we lost. Don't remember what the other 2 were. But I think it was Debo's receptions. Obviously, that hit. That was a great call. So that worked. And then – Josh Jacobs, his rushing yards. So we're going to stick with the NFL. I know there's MLB tonight. The Millie is already out. So if you want home runs, just pick them from the Millie. That's a good list today, a very strong list. Take them at ProphetX as well because you're probably going to get a better price there than anyone else in the world. But I think we got to, we 100% got to go back to the NFL. Friday is a great day to take props. The thing with a lot of people just don't do it. I don't know why. Sunday they get up and think, hey, I'm going to go put in all my plays. And they're making moves into like mature markets, ones that have been hammered into place by, smart people. So you're getting like the worst possible line. And I'll be honest with you, this doesn't make sense. But if we do them today, the lines kind of just came out last night. So looking across, I wanted to go Jawan Johnson, but it looks like we're a little, we're better than Caesars. Caesars has minus 165 for 3.5 receptions. We can get like minus 126. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big Spencer Rattler guy, but this dude is huge, Jawan Johnson. It's tough to overthrow him. It's tough to miss him. Minus 140. I mean, since it's minus 165 at Caesars, I guess we could go ahead and say we want that. He's going to catch 4 balls. Last week he was targeted a lot. I still think even though the Niners are missing, guys, I still think they win. I think Mac Jones is good enough. So all we need really is kind of like the similar game script to Debo last night, where even if the guy doesn't do that much, I mean, Debo caught 3 passes in the first half last night, so it wasn't like it was over. And he caught his 4th one really quick in the third. So where I'm going with that is we might not even need a game script where the 49ers force the Saints to play catch up and throw the ball. Like not on 4 catches for a guy like that. I think Caesars is 100% right on that. It should be like in the minus 160s or whatever. And once Pinnacle comes out, I think that line moves like big time. So minus 140, I can take. By the time that kicks off, I doubt minus 140 will be available. That's just my thought. You could go Pearsall, but like I said, I think the team that's most likely to trail for a majority of the game is going to be the Saints. So that would give me, I don't know. For that reason, it's Johnson. Let's keep looking. I'm not sure what. Let me check something real quick. I'm not sure what forgot to look up what the 49ers did last week against tight ends. They didn't give up a lot. Yeah, 2 catches last week. So we'll see what happens. That was against the Seahawks, though, who don't really use their tight end. So there's that. All right, next. I'm thinking we go. Let's see what they got for Brees. Take these while you can because literally there's not a lot of liquidity. It's like $100. So take that. Take it. I'm not going to take it from you. I have these. Yeah, Brees. Wow. Over 60.5 rushing yards plus 103. His numbers in the 50s across the market but not for that price. Let me see what we're looking at. I got my odd shopper screen up behind me. Yeah, 57, 59.5 at FanDuel. I think this is way over 60, mid 60s by the time this game kicks off. So getting this right here at plus money just is exquisite. Yeah, that's big. ESPN has it 60.5 minus 120, minus 110 for 60.5 at Fanatics. That's the move. The Bills gave up so many rushing yards last week. So many. They could not stop the run whatsoever. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand what was going on, but they're facing a similar matchup with the Jets this week. I know it's Fields and Breece Hall, and Fields and Breece Hall are not Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, but they're not them either, if that makes any sense. Like those two can do some damage on the ground. Like that's still a mobile quarterback, Justin Fields. He can move. Like just because he's not Lamar Jackson doesn't mean he's not going to be able to move on you. So having guys like that helps Breece because Breece is going to be able to hit holes, and I think he's just as good as Henry at hitting a hole and getting going. So he looked electric last week. So if there's that many gaps, the ones that Henry ran through, Breece Hall can run through those same ones. So I think 60.5 is pretty crazy. And I'm not really scared of the Allen kid because Breece Hall got so many carries last week. So he's their number RB1. I think we're good. So we'll move on. Plus, that was a good Steelers defense last week. I don't know if the Bills are literally the worst run defense in the NFL after 1 week. But again, they did play the Ravens, so you got to cut them some slack. But I mean, still, worst is worst. There's nothing you can say about it. Next, we'll do one more. I got the prop show with 4 for 4 guys right after this. Friends of ProphetX, 4 for 4. Let's go the Jaguars game. Let's see what they got for receptions for our boy Brenton Strange. Let's see what we got here. 3.5 plus 106. That's bettable. This is not going to last either. Not going to last. I can tell you right now. Down to plus 104. I got plus 120 and plus 115. Yep. So we still got plus 106 might be, best in market except for one place. So plus 106 for Brenton Strange. This one is what I like to call the play of the century. All right. It is as good as a setup you can get. For starters, the Jaguars played last week, right? They played the Panthers, and the Panthers they're not good. They're not good at all. So the Jaguars kind of didn't really have to throw, didn't have to show too much playbook, didn't really have to do too much in the second half of that game. And that's not going to happen this week. In the first half, when they did think they had to do stuff, Brenton Strange caught. I think he caught multiple passes on the first drive. But I mean, he only was targeted 4 times the entire game. But again, it wasn't a full game for the Jaguars. They played with a big lead. It was just a beatdown. I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball the way they did on the Bengals. So that's 1. 2, the Bengals should score on them. So now if you get them chasing points, that's the dream game script. But either way, Strange is in line to catch 4. Even if we don't get the game script we want. If we get the game script we want, he could go 6 or 7 plus. Like I really believe that because the Bengals just do not cover the tight end. They don't cover them at all. They gave up 10 receptions for 100 yards last week to the Browns. I thought I had gold with Njoku, but it was the other kid, Fannin. Either way you slice it, that's not going to happen because Strange is the tight end there. I don't think they have a platoon or a switch or anything. So Strange should be in line for just a day. Like I said, you get game scripted into throwing and having to throw. Like that's on top of what he should catch in the first half. I'd be shocked if he just get out of the first half with at least 2 catches. But I mean, that's the floor. The ceiling is all 4 of them in the first half. That could easily happen. So for plus money, the idea that we're not going to take him is crazy. So we'll do that. That's 3 moves. I don't really have a fourth one. I like Chigakonkwo. I know my buddy Noonan is looking at that himself. Um, I don't know. Last week, what am I looking at? Where's the Titans? Hang on. Last week he was involved. I would think this week's a little bit easier. I think maybe the Rams cover the receivers well, so there is that. His catches, I mean, just you don't need a lot. That's all. Like you just don't. Yeah, we're looking at 3.5 plus 111. He could easily catch 4 balls, just the way they use him. Cam is not a bad quarterback, but I don't know. So if you're gonna do Chig plus 111, you might as well grab Nico for Monday night. Go ahead and grab him now, and then that way you've got 5 moves, but close to plus money on some of them. Let's just see what they got in Nico. We might stay. We're good. 75.5 minus 108. That's a good number. So Chig and Nico are strong maybes. But the 3 we have is Britton Strange over 3.5 receptions, plus 106. Like I said, I feel like that is a gift from God. Like I don't know how that does not happen. And then on top of that, we've got Juwan Johnson over 3.5 receptions, minus 140. I hate that juice, but like I said, that shouldn't exist later on. And then Breece Hall over 60.5 rushing yards, plus 103. That should get us home for the show. Guys, have a great afternoon. Download ProphetX. If you live in a place where they don't have sports betting, ProphetX is probably available in your area. So go try to download it. There's a link right under this tweet. Use promo code SLOP. They'll give you up to $200 cash back in your first month. Think about it like that. Like they're basically giving you cash for getting the best price in the world on something that you were already doing anyways. That's pretty good to me. So I would try it. I mean, it's football season. It's time. There's no better time. So get it now. Again, like I'm not saying you can't do the DFS books, but a lot of people don't realize that they can do straights as well on these exchanges, and it's a good idea. Like I said, you want as many outs as possible, and this is yet another one. So try it out. Link in the description. Promo code SLOP. I will see all of you next Monday. Good luck, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.